Hey, co-reporters, welcome back to my channel. I know we just did our live a little bit earlier about Ryan Edwards and his disturbing couple of not videos, I'm sorry, you guys. His disturbing couple of phone calls that he made to his estranged wife, Mackenzie Standifer, right? Like she recorded them, she turned them into the cops, and in the police report, they're saying that when Ryan called her, he claimed that he was in some kind of a group where they decided they wanted to target her because they felt as though she was disrespecting their man. And you can't disrespect their man, right? What is this, And so he's saying at this point, you know what? But I, as your husband, I'm going to protect you, even though you are disrespectful. I'm going to let them whip my ass instead of yours. The whole thing is crazy, right? In the live stream. And if you haven't watched it already, please do make sure to head over there to watch it. But basically, the consensus in the live chat was that it's not true. No gang is gonna have Ryan Edwards join. He is not equipped, not a biker gang, not a Bible gang, nothing, not a heroin gang. Well, maybe a heroin gang. Okay, maybe a heroin gang. But it's not true. It's all delusions in his head because he has been doing too much, right? Put the pipe down, put the needle down. He is no longer living in reality. Well, now Ryan, in order to feed this alleged drug habit, he is singing like a canary to the sun, a publication that pays money in exchange for tea, in exchange for gossip. So here he is with his latest story to the Sun. I'm sorry, you guys. I know that this is getting a little bit exhausting, but I do want to stay on top of it because this is a fast moving story. They're saying Ryan Edwards claims that his wife Mackenzie left their kids with him and moved on with a new man after cheating claims. Just the title alone is wild. The idea that any woman, much less Mackenzie, right, would leave their kids with an addict, not even just any addict, but someone who's using alleged pipes, who's using alleged needles around the home, around his place of business, his place of work. No one would leave that type of a person. No sober person, anyway, would leave them with the kids at home. The kids could be playing with these things. They could be burning themselves on daddy's crack pipe. They could be poking themselves on daddy's heroin needle. This is just not realistic. I think this is, and I was talking about this with my TikTok friends earlier, but I think that this is in line with the delusion about the gang and stuff like that. And some of you guys say that he's even delusional about Mackenzie cheating. I personally think she's cheating and that she might deserve to a little bit. And I want to clarify that deserve to cheat a little bit because all that hell that man put her through. But yeah, like this might just be in line with the other delusions. The idea that she left him alone with the kids, even before he was really active in his alleged addiction, Ryan never really seemed to care for parenthood. So I just can't see it. I can't. There's no way. I would believe that she left them with her parents before I could believe that she left them with Ryan. Anyway, he's claiming that she left them with him and she's moved on with that man that he is accusing her of cheating him with, which is interesting because when he first came out with his cheating allegations, he didn't accuse Mackenzie of cheating on him with one man. No. He claimed that she was going out to bars and cheating with multiple men, right? So which is it? Again, this is his story not lining up once again, right? So I don't know. I really don't know. I think that this is just him trying to make a buck here at this point. So there's an age difference, by the way, you guys. He's 11 years older than her. She was only, so they've been married for 6 years. So she was like in her teens when this guy started trying to have a relationship with her. Although she was sober in her teens, while this guy high on heroin wanted to get with her, right? So let me continue on with this thing. So he's saying, yeah, they tried to reconcile after the first time, and now here she is. She's saying she doesn't want to be with him, and she's officially moved on with that new man. I do want to know, let me know in the comment section, do you believe that this is true? Do you believe that she really left him and that she left the kids with him for him to be a single do-it-all dad while she runs off with her man and she only took Hudson? Because there's no way she would leave Hudson with Ryan, right? So do you believe that scenario? She took Hudson and went with her new man, left the other kids. No, it's not possible. There's no way in hell. So here are some of his official quotes from the interview with the U.S. Sun. She left them with me. I definitely feel sorry for my kids, I thought that they needed to see us together and work it out. Ryan, they need to see you sober. They need to see you put the crack pipe down. They need to see you put the heroin needle down, allegedly, if that's what you're doing, right? So this relationship stuff, stop. That is the least of their concerns. They need to see you stay out of jail for at least a couple of years. They need to see you go through your probation without getting arrested again. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, he continued on to say, she got caught cheating on me. I tried to make her better. Oh! Did you guys just hear that? I tried to make her better? On what planet, Ryan? The audacity of men. And I'm sorry to the guys who are watching this, because I know I do have some like guys who like to watch my videos. Shout out to Romello, shout out to Matt. But the audacity. Imagine that a man who does nothing but get high, barely work, doesn't raise his own kids, allegedly, get arrested every other year. He's talking about he tried to make you better. The way I would be eating my t-shirt in shambles, in shame, just horrified that he would even have the gall to say that. Are you kidding me? That's the first time I'm seeing that sentence. What is he talking about? He tried. See, this is how you know the man is really delusional, right? Like this stuff is all in his head. Like he's really not here with us. He is on a different planet. He might have been even high when he did this interview with the Sun. Like you can't trust anything this man is saying. Like I don't believe any of this. This is all happening in his head. Wow. Anyway, I try to make her better, but you can't make somebody want something. She's a coward. She's a coward. But what are you, Ryan? You cheated on her multiple times. We caught you on Tinder. We caught you on Bumble. We saw what your D looks like when you were sending pics to other women. So what are you? All these names he's got for her, but he has never used any of these names on himself. Come on now. She got mad because her image won't be the same. That's all she's about is how she looks. If she cared how she looks, she would not have gotten with you, Ryan. She would not have allowed you to get behind the wheel. Let me pull this up. She would not have allowed you to get behind the wheel like this because it makes her look crazy. It makes her look predatory. I always said at this moment, I felt like she was a predator, right? I think if anything, she cared about fame at any cost. And she cared about money at any cost because when she got married to Ryan, she started buying the Louis Vuitton. She started buying the Cartier. She started buying the Rolex. I don't know why I'm intentionally mispronouncing these things, but she started buying all these like luxurious things, right? So I think that that's what she was caring about more than anything, Ryan. It's not about her image. If she wanted a good image, she would not have married you, and she certainly would not have let you drive like this. She knows how to drive. She would have hiked up her dress and driven herself at that point, slapped some glasses on you at the sidewalk, propped you up a little bit, maybe had you sniff a little bit of Vicks so you can wake up just in time for the vows. That's what she would have done if she was looking for, trying to look good. Come on now. Do you think that like you on her arm makes her look good? It certainly does not. Do you think that her having kids with someone who's in and out of jail and rehab and he has to miss the birth because he's doing these things makes her look good? That's someone who cares about her image? Please get over yourself. That is absolutely not the case. In fact, I think that this is a good redemption arc for her. I think now, is this a good redemption arc for her? Because now I'm feeling a little sympathetic to old girl. Do you guys feel that way as well? Hi, Taryn. Nice to see you. Love from Texas. I'm talking to my YouTube friends, my friends. It's always everyone else's fault, but poor Ryan's. He is so delusional. Jesse is laughing. I wouldn't even leave my cats with him or his gang. Not the gang. Oh my God. Absolutely. It is so crazy. All this stuff. Talking about, I tried to make her better. She cares about her image only. This cheating on me hurts her image. Girl, no, it makes her look amazing. Finally, you cheated on this loser. Oh, is loser too harsh? Loser is too harsh. What if I say, finally, you cheated on this like deadbeat husband? Right? I can say that, right? That's not as mean. Like if anything, it's like, oh my God, you were not as spineless as I thought. Now go ahead and file for divorce from him and move on. And the fact that like you're allegedly calling her and threatening her, it makes her sympathetic to us. This is a redemption arc from her. So he has got it all wrong. Anyway, she says that she's moved on with that other man. He's also calling the other man a coward. This is another direct quote from him. He's saying, "When I wasn't there, every second of her life, she felt like I didn't love her enough or whatever. I don't know." You were hardly there to begin with. Like, from what we saw on the show, you were hardly present to begin with. So I don't know what he's talking about. You spent a lot of time in jail. You spent a lot of time in rehab as well. So let's not act like she is super needy, right? Like of your time and your this and your that. Your time was spent between the bank, the rehab, and the jail. So let's not even do that. And then he's saying, "I love the person that I thought she was. But when I found out who she really was, you can't love her." Okay, well, what about you? People can't love you either then because she did exactly what you did. Except she was more discreet because we don't have like actual intimate pictures of her. The best you could pull up was this, which is pretty basic, right? This is not like the pictures that we have of you choking your snake. So I don't know. And then he continues on to say, "I don't care. I'm just ready for this divorce and to find a good woman." You are not even filing, they haven't even filed this divorce, and he's already talking about finding the next woman. Find the best substance abuse counselor. Find the best mental health counselor for you. Find the best medical professionals in general to get you back up to shape after the years of abuse you've put your body through from all of these substances. And I don't have to say alleged on that because he's fessed up to it on the show. And he's been arrested for it multiple times. This is something that is a fact that he's got an issue with substances. So I'm not saying allegedly on that, right? It's just crazy how his mind works. He's over here talking about, "I tried to make her better. I tried to help her. She's scared of her image. If when it comes out that she got caught cheating on me," like he is delusional. Absolutely delusional. Then this gang, and she left the kids with me. I am a single father taking care of all these kids on my own. You were not even taking care of the first one. When you knocked up a teenager at your grown age, you were in your 20s, you knocked up a 17-year-old, and she was taking care of that child, and you weren't. That's why she left you. And then you weren't even here for, was it the son or the daughter? He wasn't here for one of their births. And we're supposed to believe that that woman who raised these kids while you were in jail, while you were in rehab, she's run away and left you in charge of the kids, you who just got arrested the other day with paraphernalia and substances, you who the police are claiming trashed the house a substantial amount. You think that's who she's trusting with the kids? All right. Delusional. Anyway, you guys, this story is developing, right? Like I said in the stream earlier, he once admitted on the show to spending $10,000 per month on his habit, and it seems like he is back in the throes of the addiction, unfortunately. So expect a lot more exclusives with the son. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will be covering them as they come out. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.